This is Tin Hau Station. Tin Hau is a station on the island line of the MTR Rapid Transit system in Hong Kong. Like all other island line stations, Tin Hau is located along the northern shore of Hong Kong Island. Named after the nearby Tin Hau Temple, around somewhere there, the station is actually at the core of the Causeway Bay neighborhood. However, the station's presence has caused the surrounding area to be called Tin Hau. The station lies to the east of Victoria Park, with the Citicorp Centre to the north. The Hong Kong Central Library and Lin Fa Kung Garden are to the south of the station, as is the Causeway Bay Sports Ground. Tin Hau Station was part of the original plan for the MTR, dating back to the Hong Kong Mass Transport Study in 1967. It was not, however, in a modified initial system, which laid out the first few phases of the MTR system. Construction of the island line began in 1981, with the first section of the line, which included Tin Hau, opening on May 31st, 1985. The construction contract was awarded to Baki Solentanche. No idea how to pronounce that one, but not important. Nice. That's a nice one there. The station's platform and concourse were also constructed by Kumagai Gumi. The Causeway Bay Magistracy was demolished to make way for the station, with the magistrates' courts moving to the Wan Chai Tower. From 2000, MTR retrofitted platform screen doors, and one of them being Tin Hau, and finished in 2006. Due to limited space beneath Causeway Road and Hennessy Road, under which the island line runs, Tin Hau utilizes a stack platform layout. Eastbound trains uses platform 1 stop on the upper level to Chai Wan, while westbound trains using platform 2 to Kennedy Town stops at the lower level. In addition, there are 2 underground levels above the platforms, the concourse, which contain fare gates and shops, and the walkway, which connects exits 1, A1, A2, and B. Tin Hau Station acts as an interchange between rapid transit MTR systems and local buses, which the bus station is right here. So that's all of the descriptions that we need to do for Tin Hau Station. Let's take a look at the bus interchange right now, which is right there. KMB calls this station as Causeway Bay Tin Hau Bus Terminus, while City Bus calls it Tin Hau Station Bus Terminus. Still, it's a little bit confusing, but while you also have trams, which stops right here, which there's Lau Sin Street right there, which unfortunately this is the B8L coming in, nice. This is the westbound stop, and then the eastbound stop is actually further down there, which is kind of a long walk. Most of the buses have changed, and we got A 6831. This is one of the minibuses that was used on my routes before, but it's the same contract, so that's why they bring it over here. There goes LPG 7 Gen. Okay, so routes inside there is actually, it says local bus routes, but it's not really actually that local because all of the routes in here are long routes. 948 going to Qingyi, we have 968 going to Yuen Long, we have the airport service E11 going to Sky City via airport in Tung Chung. E11A pretty much the same thing, and E11B goes to Mun Tung Estate in Tung Chung as well. And we have minibuses over there, which I don't know the routes that well, but that's basically all of the routes here. Route 77 of the main routes here will stop right over there. Stop is right there, right around the corner. There they are, where they're all stopping right now. So here's exit A1, and then behind is exit A2, which this one is just going to the main road here. A1 at the back here, A2 at the back here, sorry. A2 at the back here is actually linking closer to Victoria Park, which is right back here. This is the Victoria Park stadium. There's a separate stadium which contains a swimming pool and lots of sports facilities inside. And there's A2 right there. Which back here, this is Hing Fat Street, if I remember correctly, the street. contains a lot more bus routes, which actually go straight up to the highway to the eastern suburbs of Hong Kong Island, or it turns left to go west or go across the harbour, which there is a, what's that one? 8P. We filmed 8P before. That one goes to Siu Sai Wan. It's going to go right and goes up Eastern Corridor. There are a decent amount of stops back here, which actually C. Leung filmed one of the bus spotting videos during rush hours back here, which includes a lot of rush hour specials. So you can check out that one, which he did. There's stops right there. And here's the stadium, which there is annual events happening in here very regularly, including some exhibitions, including a book festival. I think a book festival does happen here every year. And also there is some of the, I don't know, like traditional market festivals, something like that. There's something already starting in there. Is that what is that? That's something that's actually they're prepping inside Victoria Park, which Victoria Park is a huge park which just contains a tons of sports ground, soccer fields. Basically that's it, not a suburb. 102 coming in here, going across the harbour to Mei Fu. So we're just walking around the station right now. There's the other side of the bus terminus, which they comes in here for all of the routes. While the other direction, they need to exit from the main road side and just do loops to go back the correct direction. So here's Victoria Park. It's a huge park. It literally links all the way to where Causeway Bay ends, but quote unquote here is also Causeway Bay, but we just like to call it over here as Tin Hau. But yep, they're prepping things in there for that. This is Victoria Park. And here's the southern side of, western side of the concourse, with exit B, which is just right here. Yes, the two exits are very close by. The station block is again very small. 961. Why the hell 961 is over here? What? That's such a terrible path for this thing. Does it need to loop back here now to surf? What? 681. Ma On Shan service. Express. Pretty quick. Taking that one time is pretty good. And here back on King's Road here, there's one of the good schools here. Pretty decent school right there. Queen's College. And there's B, which you can actually go ahead and, wow, there's some constructions with the tram tracks. That looks pretty funky over there. There's B right there, which you can also compare how close it is, because there's B, see right there, B, and then there's the tram stop that we started the video at, right there. There's a cop right there, but I'm on the public street, so of course I'm okay to film. And then down here for B is serving this side, where it also have Victoria Park entrances along here, with the bus stops also all along this road. And also Central Library, which is this thing right there. See how huge this is? This whole building. Hong Kong Central Library right there, the whole building, yes. It has 10 floors. Each floor filled with books and all sorts of areas inside, which is the biggest library in Hong Kong, hence they call it Central Library. A11 going to North Point, it turns right here, wow, airport service. Coming right from the airport. And 968 going to terminate. Here comes from Yuen Long arriving, turning in to terminate inside the bus terminus. So that's it, and there's another street right there, stop for a tram. Yep, this is the main CBD area for Causeway Bay is over that way, with Causeway Bay Station of course, Patterson Street, all that area. Back here is where the neighborhood and living areas for Causeway Bay, and they're served by Tin Hau Station. Okay, that's the nearby vicinity of Tin Hau Station. You can see the areas. Hopefully the focus is doing pretty well this time, because I'm constantly clicking on the screen to make sure it's focused. We'll enter from B this time. Let's head down. I've spotted all of the trains in the station already. Includes the retro train actually once again, which when this video is out, the retro train should not be retroed anymore. So let's enter the station from here. What the hell is this? Why there's two sections? What is this? Is this a... No. 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 They still have no lifts for these exits. They have no lifts for these exits, so that's why there is a wheelchair lift. Not a stair lift, but a wheelchair lift. Wow, might as well just use a wheelchair stair lift for this. What? That is ridiculous. I guess not enough space to do a stair lift, so that's why they just do it a wheelchair lift. Which I've personally tried one time using a wheelchair lift, but that is in Thailand. When I went there before with my parents, because we have luggages and we want to try to go downstairs, and then it's like, oh, there's a wheelchair lift right there, so let's just try it. We manually open the doors, close the doors, pressed the button to make it manually go down, and then we open the doors again. That's so funny. Wow, there's a shop right here in the middle floor, but what? Lack of staff. So that's why they're not opening. Wow. What the hell is this entrance? Such a bad one. What the hell? This is so dim over here. But that's already the concourse level. Wow, this exit is pretty garbage. The other exit is pretty cool with some level differences. What is this? Wheelchair passengers need to... Wow. There's the wheelchair lift. And there's the enter the gates section over there with a Circle K right there. Why the hell this block over here is empty and then the shop is right there? There's some gates there. There's a staff here. Terrible. Oh, there is a lift. That's a lift inside the station. Yes, that's the lift for the platforms. It's not even actually a lift for any of the exits. That's terrible. Yes, there's literally no lifts for this exit. What? Terrible. And there are no shops. There's nothing opening right here. What the hell? And this is A, which is actually having a cooler exit, you see, with the escalators actually separated into two levels over here, just slightly different in levels. And it's connected with a ramp. Why need to connect that with a ramp? Why not just extend the escalator a little bit further down? They can actually get down here to ground level. You see differences in the levels of the escalators right there. Wow. Terrible, but that just leads back up to where we started. Let's enter the gates. Pretty short description for the station, actually. Not too much to talk about. Now let's get it. All right, here now inside the platform area. Let's go ahead and go to where the escalator is. The lift is right there, which is connecting to all the floors. Now here's L1, I think. I think this is L2 for the concourse. We have L3 since we go down one floor, which is Taiwan bound platform, and then we have L5, not L4, L5. They might be actually trying to avoid number 4 again, because of the numbering reasons, of superstitious reasons. But I've seen level 4 in some other stations, so I'm not so sure. Maybe it's actually for real going down 2 levels there for the Kennedy Town bound platform. So it's a very deep station. One escalator down now. Actually just gonna lock the focus on the screen just to make sure that's actually not gonna lose the focus anymore. Yeah, it's really good. The lightings need to be controlled, so here's the Taiwan bound platform. This is the level 1 here. I mean the first level for the platforms, which is a curved style platform, so that's why you can see the concourse. I mean the area after you exit from the platform is also curved because it curves literally like this. It curves around the whole thing and exits that way, which is the same idea for Kennedy Town platform. So we're gonna go down one more floor because I need to take that way. So another wasted area over here. I'm not seeing any of those plates anymore that we've seen last time with the stations. There's platform 1 right there with the curved tubes to go into the station. I mean the platforms, which is pretty similar. Oh, I need to go here. Which is pretty similar to all of the other tube stations or the island line, including Causeway Bay, Fortress Hill, all of that. Let's go down one more. I don't really see that this is actually 2 floors, so I don't know why they're actually not calling this L4 but L5 over here. So it's one more extra floor down, and that's basically it for the Kennedy Town platform. And then after that's just boarding train. So it's a pretty quick video for Tin Hau Station. Definitely useful though, because you don't need to walk too far. And then the 8 major areas is nicely served by the station. The train just arrived, M train there. And again, it's the same style. You can see curved from here all the way around the back here. And there's stairs if you want to walk that one. Okay, so let's head into the platform to see how it looks like. It is completely curved, which you will see the curved platforms when we spot trains. You can see them clearly, but we just walk in here and just take a quick look. Before I'll give my ratings. After this small little turn, and we should be having the platform. Yep. There it is. And here we are. This is the Kennedy Town. It goes that way, so it's the front of the platform here. And here we are. As soon as we come in here, show you guys, you can clearly see the curve. Clearly see the curvature of the platform right there. And continue to curve around. That's the platform. Pretty basic length that the Iron Line station has, with the tube style and the curved walls. That's it for Tin Hau Station. We've walked through all of the exits and also the entire station layout. It's definitely useful because Causeway Bay is way further down there that you actually have to surf this side of the suburbs. Now the closest section is actually Tin Hau to Fortress Hill on the Island Line, which is like 200 meters apart for the tunnels. But they also have this station here, just a small block to serve the bus interchange, which the bus interchange is kind of useless to be honest. It's just the routes is actually on the main road they can take forward. It's just a short section. And also trams, nice connections. As soon as you exit out, it's the trams. And also the major spots around the area, Victoria Park and also Central Library. You can also get a service. Although it's pretty far away from the Central Library, I'd rather take buses from across the harbour if you need to, because the buses stop exactly outside of the Central Library. So, plus if you go back the other way, westbound, or go back across the harbour to Kowloon, the stops is right outside of the exit of Central Library, so it's better to take those. And also, one bad thing about the station is no lifts whatsoever for all of the exits. Like, what the hell? Might as well just actually open up an extra passageway to get a lift up instead of actually having the wheelchair lift, which is so bad. It is nicely serving this area, but just because of the lifts, I really do not like the amount. So bad of the exits. No lifts or stairs. Some of them are escalators, but yeah. For that reason, just because of no lifts for exits, I'm giving Tin Hau Station a 4 out of 5. It's pretty much decent, but just no lifts is so bad, so 4 out of 5. Let's spot some trains. Nice, we can spot the retro again. This is not the retro, the next one. Yes, we can spot the retro train again. It is coming back from Kennedy Town. Here's a 202. Oh, missing sticker. There it goes. Now I know it's the same batch of trains for some of the parts later on, but I just want to get the retro in, so. Oh, some failed platform doors over there. Here comes Retro M Train. Let's do it. Retro M train coming in. Number 16 on the fleet, so definitely it is going to be it. Way early on the click, but that's okay. Here it is. Is that a Q train? No, that's it. That is it. Here it is. Oh, also missing stickers over there, bro. But this time I filmed at the retro car, not like in Taikoo. I didn't film at the retro car, so. Here it is, retro. Should have a Q train coming in. Yes, Q train. 735. Q train right there. 735, 736. Definitely personally still prefer the M trains, but seeing Q trains on Island Line definitely feels the generation is changing. If I get time, I'll definitely film a Q train full journey, but our target right now is just to finish all of the remaining train stations up to Yuen Long as the last video. But after that, it's not the last video. We're still going to continue with the series for a little bit more with the light rail stations. Not all of them, that's stupid. Well, don't need to cut for this one because it's coming already. But we'll do the major light rail stations, just like how Mark did for his major bus stations back in Perth. And bus stands. So that's 735, 736 right there. The next train should be also another Q train. Oh, I was already here. What the hell? And oh, it's an M train. Okay. 256. Oh, it's 103. Messed up the numbers earlier on. It is 103, 256. Okay. So that means we'll see some of these trains down at the Kennedy Town bound because I spotted Kennedy Town already. We'll see. Starting from here, 2 trains is going to be the same. But that's okay. Not too big of a deal. It's fine for me. Wow, that is a huge air trapping for these platform doors. What? Why do these also have air trapping? Never have that bad of air trapping in the past, but what the hell? I'm just filming this door right there because the people that's in the frame, they're not looking up, so that's why it's fine there. Should be a Q train coming in. Seven 33. Okay, no trapping this time, that's good.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
M train to start, 103,254. For this platform. Wow, this train is still here. Wow. Really an old train here. Unfortunately, rush hour frequencies has just ended. So, we're back to good old frequencies. I'm filming off the clips first before the walkthrough of the station, so you should have seen the walkthrough of the station before this. Well, still have a little bit of a remnants. I mean, the last period of rush hour, so. So that's why the peak frequency is still here. Oh, I think it's ending in 15 minutes, so we still might be seeing some extra trains.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Another M train. One 181. Mark down numbers as we go. Last one was 103. Hopefully mark them down the correct spot this time. 103 for platform 2. Yeah. And we have 181 right here. Bruh. Is it too close to the other train? There's no one on the platform, you can close the doors. Might be too close to the other train. Wow. Wow. Wait, seriously, what the hell? Well, I guess just stare at this imprint now. Wait, brother! That's a whole extra minute right here. Okay. Yeah, it's probably signal issues there. And the next one in 3 minutes. So rush hour frequency is pretty much over. So there might be some random still connecting trains, but it makes it 3 minutes. So we cut it. Q train.
小心列車與月台間之空隙，請小心列車與月台之間的空隙。Please mind the gap.
733. So packed. Island line always around 11 o'clock, 10 to 11 in the morning. It's like right behind rush hours and it's packed. Okay, again, no dada in there. Terrible. Oh boy. How packed is this? Oh, it's not film peoples for now. Bro, literally no announcements.
Please let passengers exit first.
I have more Q trains.
請小心列車與月台間之空隙。
783. These numbers are definitely not familiar with. Oh my gosh, you see the train. Oh my gosh, this is off peak and it's packed to the doors. Because it is off peak. Because it's an off peak frequency. It's 4 minutes per train right now, so that's why it is pretty bad. Oh boy. You cannot even walk in there anymore. What the hell? Oh my gosh, someone actually not able to make it on the train. Oh my gosh. Back to the Hong Kong reality. Oh boy. Yeah, they're not able to make it on the train. I'm not even joking. That guy tried to. He only made it. Oh boy. Might as well do a Q train full journey later on or something. We can. It should be an M train this time. Here comes M train. There that goes. 21. 177. 177 and 220. It's the train with the ring around the doors. Yep, it shouldn't have changed. Yep, 220. And of course packed as well. Of course. Not too many people got out of there actually. A couple of people at the back there. Just film this way. Oh. Why the hell this is so packed? M train. A234? I don't remember this one. Wow, I thought at the back no one get off, but like what? We gotta stop in the stop tent now, that's kind of annoying. Everyone definitely there wasn't, but just came in, so.